And now Steve Jones is with Chicago Bulls head coach Doug Collins.
Well, it's an emotional Doug Collins, and I mean, this was an emotional game for you. There was a lot of ebb and flow. You're a little shaky, but you feel better that you won.
Well, Steve, you know, we made a dumb play at the end of the game. The last thing I told our guys going out was no fouls. And to give up a 4-point play that should never happen. And fortunately, we were able to win the game, but that should never happen. It's the last orders I gave our guys going out is no touch fouls.
Well, you know, in the emotion of the game, sometimes players get caught up in it. I know you're soaking wet. You got wrung out in it, but now you can look ahead. What about the Detroit Pistons?
Well, they're the best team in basketball right now, and nobody's been able to beat them in the playoffs. And, you know, Steve, when we started out this year, we said we wanted to take the next step, and we traded for Bill Cartwright. That was our goal. Bill has been under siege all season long. I think you saw today why we got him. We got here because of Bill in the playoffs. And I'm just happy for him, Michael Jordan, and the guys, because they deserve it, and his crowd deserves it. I think you saw one of the greatest games you could ever see in this kind of situation.
Yeah, it was a great game, a great crowd. Now look at that monitor, and you do a little bit of this, and you can tell us what was happening right there in your mind.
That was my son, Chris, and I just told him I loved him more than anything in this whole wide world, Steve. That's what it's all about, you know.
Well, it was a great game, and I know that you're happy about the win, and best of luck to you against the Detroit Pistons.
Thanks, Steve. And Chuck, I see you sitting over there. I know you've had a lot of rest. We're 0-6 against you. Go the hell out of here, all right?
You've got instructions, Chuck Daly.
I got the instructions.
Doug Collins with the comments. He wants Chuck Daly to get out of here. Chuck, I know you're going to do that to prepare for this team. First of all, your comments on that final two plays. First of all, the foul, and then the Newman wide open missing the three.
Well, on the inbounds play, it's so difficult to keep Jordan from getting the ball. I'm not sure it can be done. And once he gets the ball, I was sure he's going to try to get to the basket, and I indicated that the officials would have a tough call. They made the call. He made the 2 free throws. And then without a timeout, they advanced the ball and really got a shot to win the game, which is kind of amazing because when they are shooting the foul, the Bulls, they've got to think about matching up, but they let a guy get open in transition.
Doug Collins coming over there to you. You saw the hand of Collins reaching in to say, I'll see you in Detroit. Chuck Daly, one final question. You were dominating Chicago all season. Early, when Jordan was at the 2 guard, you stopped him. Now he's a point guard. How are you and your tremendous defensive players going to stop Michael Jordan?
Well, we had a difficult time when they moved him to the point guard. It got to the point where we were confused in the scheme that we had, and we had to play him a little bit differently. I'm concerned about it, and we don't have a lot of time to worry about it, but they don't have a lot of time to prepare for us. I think it's significant that we've got to take care of our own game and do a good job of defensing everyone and doing a good job offensively.
Thank you, Chuck. On behalf